let's talk about how you can grow your YouTube channel using Facebook, because I think there's a big misconception that it's something you should never do, because, you know, there's this big talk right now that Facebook and YouTube they're at war, right? They hate each other, so they don't want to show your stuff from YouTube on Facebook and Facebook on YouTube and all that stuff. Look, that's not true. I've been finding this out for myself, and I've been getting thousands of views actually from Facebook, and I want to show you how you can do the same thing. Okay, first of all, if you do things right, you can grow on Facebook. You can't just go putting your links. I mean, you can just go putting your links and posting them, you know, just put the link and put it in Facebook groups. You can put it on your personal profile. You can open a business page on Facebook and just plop the link there and done, call it good. But you're probably not gonna get many views from that. That would be a great example of, okay, now Facebook would be like, yeah, we don't really like this post because they're just literally posting a YouTube link and sending people right off the platform. There's really not much context to it, and it doesn't really give anyone that sees the link a lot of value or understanding of what it is that you're posting, right? Even though they can see the preview and the title, like, it just comes across as kind of like half-hearted, half effort, and spammy. So here's a better way to go about things. First of all, when you go onto Facebook, don't just look at it as a platform to get your YouTube links on. You want to build an authentic audience on Facebook. Now, this doesn't mean you necessarily have to grow a Facebook group or a business page, but both I would recommend you do. More so now a group than a business page, because they are kind of limiting the reach on business pages on Facebook now, unless you're willing to pay for ads. So that being said, you know, I would highly recommend you grow a group, or if you're gonna have a Facebook page, that in those, you know, both, you would just be posting good quality content that's native to Facebook. So not linking people to your website, your YouTube videos, any of that stuff, just posting like maybe a picture that's helpful or a video right on Facebook. So actually uploading the video to Facebook, or a long post that's giving people something either entertaining or helpful, you know, whatever it is that your YouTube channel is about, you wanna kind of mirror that and give people that same sort of value that they're getting out of your YouTube videos, but just doing it natively on Facebook. And you can also do this with your personal profile, right? If you're always just posting your links to your website and, you know, trying to get people to go to your YouTube videos and things like that, you're not gonna do so good, are you? Because at the end of the day, people are gonna just start tuning you up because they're gonna think you're just promoting stuff. You're not gonna get people liking, commenting, all that stuff, right? Facebook looks at those things. When your posts are getting a lot of likes, comments, things like that, shares especially, now Facebook's gonna be more likely with those people that did those actions to show your content in their feed. So you have to build these connections with people. And also if you're messaging people, that's an even stronger signal to Facebook. So the more you can get those sort of elements going on your Facebook page, group, or personal profile, that's gonna be a great foundation now to start building up your audience, and from that now post YouTube links in a very specific way. Okay, so here's the big key now when you're gonna post these links. Again, don't just post the link. You wanna give a little context, bare minimum. So say a little bit about what the video is about with some text. And then from there, ideally, there's a couple ways you can go about this that I'm gonna give you. If you're gonna do like a short text post, just giving a real quick description of what the video is about, I would not post the YouTube link right in that post. I would say, this is one thing I've learned that can really help you with whatever it is that you're trying to teach people or show them, or, you know, if it's maybe an entertainment video, you can kind of give something that's kind of funny to tie into that video. So you kind of pique people's curiosity, get their attention, entertain them a little bit from the get-go within that post. And then from there you say, hey, I'm gonna have a link in the comments that you can check out with a full video that gives you more details on whatever it is the post was about. So the post is almost, think of it as like being a preview or a snippet or one little thing that leads into that YouTube video. So it's not just saying, hey, I got a YouTube video, check it out. It's giving people a little bit of a value. So an example would be, let's say maybe you're doing how to make homemade pizza, and you're gonna talk about maybe in the post, like, one big thing I notice with people when they make pizza is they cook the sauce for too long and then it gets dry and it gets really thick. And then you can say I talk more about the other mistakes that I see people make when they're making pizza with the dough and things like that. And you can say I'll have that in the comments down below. So that's just one example. There's a lot of different ways you can go about this, but you can see where I'm going with this, right? You're giving people a little value, so the post itself is valuable, and now they want to know a little bit more, right? You're not giving them everything they want to know. So now you can post that link in the comments, and people are going to be more apt to click it and find value out of that post, leave comments, things like that. And if you really want to get a good engagement hack for this, is maybe tell people, hey, if you find this tip helpful, the tip that you give them in the post, ask them to like or drop a comment, or say, hey, leave a comment. Let me know what things you hate about pizza sauce that drives you nuts. If it's too spicy or salty or whatever, right? And you can get the conversation going and kind of get that algorithms from Facebook saying, okay, this post is getting a lot of action. People are liking this post, so they're gonna show it to more people in their feed. And now because of that, all those people are gonna go check out that video in the comments, or at least there's a better chance of more people, right? Because more people are seeing the initial post, more chance of more people now clicking your YouTube link. That's one way of going about it. And again, this can be done in your personal profile, on your business page, or in a Facebook group. Next way you can go about doing this is basically to have more of a long form post. So think of it as being almost like a blog post or an article, multiple sentences. I would say at least 6-8 sentences, maybe 10 sentences, maybe even up to 100 sentences. I think there is a character limit that Facebook will allow you to do, but the point is, make something very valuable, very helpful information, right? And that alone is going to get a lot of people liking the post, maybe sharing it, dropping comments, things like that, right? And then within that, you can say, here's like 5 steps to make the best pizza ever. And you could say, look, I know it's kind of hard to understand what exactly I'm talking about, maybe if you're just reading this, and that's a perfect opportunity for you there to either say, I'll have a video linked in the comments, but a lot of times in these longer form posts, I'll personally put it right in the actual post. Right, so that will basically have people right in the post being able to see the link. Sometimes people won't always go down to the comments, so that gives you an opportunity to build it right into your actual post. And from that being a valuable post, there goes my dog, people will be more likely to share the post, click that like button, drop comments saying how helpful it was, right? Another example though of how you could do this in this same form of having a longer post is you could say, this is step 1, 2, 3, but steps 4 and 5, you kind of check out in this YouTube video, right? So you're just giving a little more information, getting a little more in depth and being helpful, and then kind of having like a cliffhanger, or basically you could give them an overarching philosophy, right? I think pizza should be, done this way because I think it tastes better. And you could really talk about the way you like the crust, the way you like the sauce, the way you like the cheese. And then from there, you can say, these are all the elements that make a pizza good. I'll show you how to make that pizza in the comments down below, or you could have it again right in the post with the link to your YouTube video so people can see the full process. The third way I would recommend you go about doing this is basically to post something on Facebook saying, hey, I've got a way for you to do this. It could be the longer post like we mentioned earlier, or it could be a shorter post. But all you have to do is just say, hey, if you're interested, drop me a comment and let me know. So typically for this, you want to get that call to action about people leaving a comment in the first sentence or two. So typically I do recommend going with a shorter version post, but you could do with the longer version too, and you'll get just some really targeted people from that. And again, if it's a longer post, you are increasing your chances of getting shares and likes and comments. But personally, I like going with the shorter form post because with that one, you'll get a lot more comments overall probably. If you just say, hey, I've got a way for you to make the best pizza I've ever tasted. Who's interested in this? Drop me a comment and let me know. But I do recommend you give people something specific to say if you want to increase the amount of comments you get. So you could just say, say interested, or comment pizza, just something simple, one word. And then from there, you could say, if you leave that comment, I will either private message you or reply with the link to the video, right? And you don't even necessarily have to tell them that you're gonna send them a YouTube video. You could just say, hey, if you're interested in knowing more about this, let me know. And then you could reply with the comment. But really what I recommend you do is private message those people, because Facebook's gonna look at that when they see people messaging each other that, okay, these people have a strong connection, right? You don't message people you don't really know very well very often. So Facebook sees that and says, okay, these people don't really have a very strong connection. So the chances of each person seeing each other's content that they're posting on Facebook in each other's feeds is less, because Facebook wants to give the most relevant information, the things that you're most interested in, right? So if you haven't ever talked to Joe Schmo over here, then why would they show a lot of his stuff on your feed, right? There's a lot of people that are friends on Facebook that aren't really necessarily all that close. So this is their way of saying, okay, they message each other. There's at least somewhat of a connection going on there. Let's show more of this person's stuff in their feed and vice versa. So if you message these people now in the future, that will help you with your future posts of getting them shown more in these people's feed. With that being said, the best way to really get a lot of views on YouTube is to master the YouTube platform and get them to sort of push your content out there in search, suggested, and the home feed. You can get a lot of views from suggested and the home feed very, very quickly, and through search through the long term. I'm gonna have a playlist right here that will help you learn how to do all those things really well and blow up your YouTube channel on the YouTube side of things. Add that with this side of things to start getting some traction, and you can grow your channel much more quickly. It's in fact something I've been doing on Inspire Video Marketing to get a lot of views as I try to get some channel authority and get more of my videos showing up through YouTube. Subscribe and click the bell icon to catch the newest videos, and I'll see you in that playlist next.